Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we are starting from the Add View settings. Now, trying to figure out every setting in AdForest team has actually been slowing me down. They just migrated to version 4 and so many changes is taking place, and which will take some few updates to normalize. So I won't be going through every setting here, but I'm going to try to go through the important ones so that we can move at the speed of light. Without wasting much of your time, we're going to start from the Add View settings today. So what I've done here is my back end, and here is my front end. I've actually signed in as a user. That is why I can be able to post or make a new post, as you can see. So let's see what we can do from here. Now we start with art style. Now when we go to the first one, which is style 1, then we're going to open an ad. For example, we open the Honda Civic ad. Now don't mind what you're seeing here. I'm going to explain something to you when we go to that portion. Okay, now if you look at our ad, you can see the layout. We have the images here, the title of the ad here, then the price here. If we decide to choose to styles 2 and save our changes, then we come here and reload. There's been some changes on this part of the page. Our price, which was formerly in this region, has been moved to this region, and we have a new layout by this portion of our page. Now if we want to test the third one, which is start 3, and hit save changes, then when we come here and reload, here we have a new layout. So what you do is you choose whichever one suits you, and that's it. So from here we move to the next one, which is the logo for ad details. Here is the logo, and when you come here, we're talking about this logo. In case you need a different logo for your ad details page, you can easily change that by uploading a new logo. Then you can upload a new one either from your library or from your computer by clicking on upload files and select files. Well, I think we have this in the library, so I'm going to choose a logo from my media library. So click on the logo and I say select, and that's it. And here the next one here, talking about the ad details background image. If you look at this portion of the page, that is our ad details page, the image you see here is as a result of what you have here. Same way, you can remove and upload a new image, and that image will replace this one you're seeing in the background here. Alright, moving on to the next one, image slider type. Do you want your image slider to have thumbnails or without thumbnails? It's left for you to choose, and that's it. Now this feature, I'm about to figure out what this stands for, so I'm gonna skip to the next one. Now related ads. When you come back to our ads page, here is related ads. So let's see what we can do with this. If we turn it off and save changes, reload this page, it's gone. So we come here. So if you need related ads or similar ads on your ads page, all you do is come here, turn it on, and the maximum related ads to show. Here I have 2. Let me make that to 3 and save changes. Then come here and reload this page. And here is related ads and the 3 related ads we've chosen. Okay, now here is what you need to know. The similar related ads is what you see here, right? Then single ad title is kind of weird in the sense that whatever text you have here is going to display under style 1 and style 2. If you choose style 3, you won't get to see this. And where does it display on our homepage or ads page? Look at it. It's kind of clashing with the menu and the logo. See that? So if you want to use style 1 and style 2, then I suggest you leave this place vacant or empty. But if you want to use style 3, then you don't have problems with this. So the moment I choose style 3 and save changes, and I reload my page, I don't get to see the annoying text anymore. So from here we move to the next one, which is the ad styles, related ad styles. Here is set to grid. You can also have lists if you want to do that. So let's quickly check that out. Here is the related ads, is in grid. Let's switch to grid and see how it will be displayed. Okay, so I reload my page. And here is the list view, as simple as that. So I want that to be grid, so I take it back to that. Then tips section title, safety tips for deals. This portion here get displayed at this part. So what you basically do here is to add safety tips to your site users. So here is the title and here is the content of the tips. So here is the title and here is the content of the tips. You can add as many as you wish. Alright, then owner's text. This portion here displays beneath your content. So whatever you want to communicate to your site users, you can easily put that here, and it will be displayed below the content of your site. Do you intend to show adverts on your ad details page? If yes, then here is reserved for the code of your adverts. Let's quickly take an example. I found a site on the internet that can easily help me achieve this. This site gives me an example of what I'm trying to do. When you get the HTML code of an advert you want to place, like this one, all you do is copy that, then go to the settings and paste that. Let's do it like twice and see what comes out of it. Now for this particular one here, I'm gonna copy this, then come over here and I'm gonna paste. So let's save this for now and see what we got. Alright, so coming back to my ads page, I'm gonna reload. Then bam, this is the first one, and here is the second one. You can see there's been a repetition here. I have 4 of these. I can easily adjust this by coming down to this place, initial one, and I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's get rid of 3, and I hit save changes. We come back here, I'm going to reload. So here we have one of the ads left. I seem not to like this particular one, so I can easily change that. Let me try this one here. I copy that, quickly come here, Ctrl A and Ctrl V, then I say save changes, then I go back and reload. And this is kind of ad I have here. So here's the first one, and here is the scrolling ad. So this is just an example. You can do whatever you want to do here. All you just need is the code for your adverts. Now coming down to this last section, add sold image will be displayed sold out, then add expired image will display expired. Let's see how we can implement this. So what I do is so I'm logged in here, so I quickly go to my ads. There I have every ad I have posted under my username, but for this occasion I have just one ad, and that is this one you're seeing, and it's saying active. Then what if I mark this as sold? Then updated successfully. Then I'm going to go back to my home page, and here is the ad. Here is the ad. Then let me just try and open my home page and see what I got there. Okay, here is the home page. And right now I'm looking for that particular ad. is no longer here, is no longer listed among the recent. Let me see how. I just want to view this ad because it says this ad has been sold. All right. Can you see this? Now I want to get rid of this this code and this, so that we don't get kind of confused here. So I remove this and I remove that one, and I say save changes. So I'm going to reload. So what this means is this: if by any how you stumble on this ad, you're going to see something like sold out, then don't mind this arrangement. I believe it can be fixed. I believe this can be fixed, but just understand what we're trying to do here, that this is kind of informing the site user that this ad is no longer available. The same way, if you choose expired, let's see how to implement that. I go to my profile once again, because my profile shows all my ads. Now click on my ads, and instead of sold, I choose expired and say OK, and it's been updated successfully. So if by peradventure you stumble against this ad, let's see what's going to display. It says expired. So that's what we have here. So before we do that, I'm gonna go back here and change that, because I don't want an expired ad, I want an active ad. So come here, active, and say OK. So that brings us to the end of the ads view setting. In case you don't understand anything here, it's advised you rewind this video, you go back again and see what you can get. If not, drop a comment in this section and I'll try my best to get back to you. So from there, we jump to the search settings. These settings configures what happens whenever we search for an ad. So without wasting time, let's quickly go to our home page and continue from there. So this is what I'm going to do. Here's our home page, and this is what are you looking for? This is where we're going to search. For example, if I'm looking for iPhone, I put that there and I do a wide search, and I don't want any location, so I just say search. And boom, this is iPhone and this is iPhone. So it shows my search found 2 ads. This one here is just a featured ad. This is not what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. So let's quickly see what can go on here. I think the best option is to turn off most of these options, so we can start from scratch. Okay, it's turned off. Then I'm going to update this page and see what we have left. Okay, so here we have the top widget and the search results only. So let's see what we can do from here. When we come back here, so search page, AdForest has a default page set aside for search. If you don't want that, you can configure your own search page, but we're going with what we have. So search layout. Now let's start from the first one here, which says with sidebar. So when I say save changes and I come to my search page, I want to reload, and here is my sidebar. Can you see that? So the only difference here is the arrangement. We still have our two ads here. So this is the sidebar. Then going back to the other one with map, let's see what this will show. I hit save changes and I go back and I reload this page. And here is the result. Have to switch to full screen before the map could come out. So don't get it twisted. Here is still our two results and here is the map. So you have to be on full screen before the map will be displayed. And the third option with top bar, so when I hit save changes, I reload this page, we're going to have something at the top of this page. Bam. And this is what I think is cool. Alright, from there, let's see what we can do here. Search layout. Now if you look at this search result, there's kind of a diagonal movement here, even though it's not a complete diagonal. So what's responsible for this is this search layout. Grid 5 will always give you a kind of diagonal layout. So what we're going to do here, try and change this grid to a different one, like one, and hit save changes. Okay, and when we reload this page, we have a different layout. Alright, I kind of like grid 5, so I'm gonna go with this. Now show grid list view is turned off. This is the area where it's gonna appear, so let's go and turn it on. It's on, and can you check what's going on here? This is supposed to be the next after this, but when you put this on, then we'll have this and this. So we want to leave this on grid 5 and say save. Then we come back to a search page and reload. Something is going to appear here. Alright, so this is what we're working with here. If I decide to click on this, this is the view, is now in list view. Then if I come here and click on the grid, this is the grid view, and you can see this diagonal movement is as a result of grid 5. Don't mix these things up. This is for the featured ads, while this is for our search results. Then we move ahead. For the default widget show, 3 is selected, and that's why we have this ad title as 1, categories as 2, and country as 3. If you choose 9 for example and say save changes, and we come here and reload the page, if you take a very close look, this is 1, category 2, country location 3, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is what we refer to as the widget. So I like it to be 3, so I returned it, and here is a search background image. This image of a car is what you're seeing here. So if you have any image you want to be displayed here, you can come here and upload that image like we have been doing before. So let's proceed. Now this featured ad here is on, and that's why you see featured ad here, and have just 2 featured ads here, and that's because we chose maximum featured ads to be 2. If we decide to make it like 6 and say save, and go reload our page. So here we have 4 displayed and 2 hidden, which can be made available by clicking on this. So that's that about that. And of course, the featured ad has this grid as well, that is this diagonal shape. And of course, featured ads title, featured ads, that is the featured ads. If you want to change this text, you can simply do that here. And here also we have advertisement here and advertisement here, and like we did before, you can pick your advertisement code. It could be Google Ads or any other ad network. Paste one here. Let's try and reduce this. I'm going to cut this away. So just for illustration purpose, I'm going to put the same ad in this box, and I'm going to hit the save button. I'm coming back to this page. I'm going to hit reload, and that is our ad and our search result in between the 2 ads. So with this, we've come to the end of this search settings. It's time to go to the next one, which is the ad ratings. This ad rating settings is seen below a particular ad. It actually appears below an ad. So let me open this, for example, and show you where it is. If we go down here, is our ad, and you can see it's switched on. If you don't want to use ad rating on your site, switch that off and say save changes. And when we go back and reload this page, it is gone. So it all depends on what you want. Now allow updates the rating. What this means is this: if a user rates an ad, that user can as well come back a second time and update the rating. If you want such, you're gonna turn it on so that a user can update his or her rating. This one here is the title or the rating section or the rating section title. Now, email to author on rating. Do you want an author to receive a mail when he or she receives a rating? If you want that, turn it on. If you don't want, put it off. Author reply email to rater. Now, do you want the rater to get an email whenever there is a reply by the author? If yes, put it on. If no, turn it off. Alright, and here is the last. Rating shows at most. Now, most rating systems accept or go with 1 to 5 rating. Some other stop at 10, but AdForest has given you 50 as the highest. So this is just for you to make your own choice. For me, 0 to 5 would be a good idea, but depends on what you need. 0 to 10 might be the next better option. And with that, we've come to the end of the ad rating settings. Now, it's been an interesting time out because you can see that the settings in AdForest is not a child's play, and we're just starting. We still have a very long way to go. I'll try my best to bring these videos and keep them coming in time. So if you've enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe to this channel and like my videos. That will give me the evidence that you like what I'm doing, and it will encourage me to do more. So see you next time, and like always, have a very nice day. Bye.